This is Kessben 93.3 FM, a new wave of excellence in radio.
Thank you for your message. My name the Honorable Chumbesi Eni Enkom Twum Barima. Okay, may that say na E-Levy no Andra ewo kofodia ye na yatina kofodia no ye nim de wa yesi bono
Kessben 92.7
Bravo mame embra so da ye ni nkomo anofe ye bono kofodia but nkrofo so bono koforidia ye ni yatina ho ndi ye bono kofodia
ya me ko scope of Johnson tia
I see
the fijasi won na me dia agro kakra fa
e pojoba
that's it papa
I see it's nice meeting you, but Andra, at the end of course, my NTS in a snapshot of all the series of speeches a buy, na Ghana for 80 and paying who clearly baby a buying position. Yo,
Mr. Speaker, but I say, we need to come with shell. Kessben, my mama, and I office na yeshia film
yes,
so I'm office pa.
That's it.
Na you know office my power bono, but was about my Ghana, a conquer in a corner. Near to my van check as a mammy, constituency for the man is and can come in DC Okonya honorary membership of GGA, me bona basso. So I had need my mind in Yachiama. Mr. Speaker, Anra, a buying in penny for any Ghana, my shia. Now, I'm shia, near my accident, near dream, a toy at your bar. You know who said, Toy Baba Bois Ghana, I'm a Ghana and Kanko, a dimu, SCP, Esita. And then who be here? Say a toddy baby, a saying na bobo na ya chechemu no be atiasie.
Okay.
Into finance ministry or money leadership of parliament and in the minister of information and in the minister of communication. Ya mami esla usuda no. And yera afenyo marking or deputy majority leader and a minister of information. Ebodwa I'm friend town hall meeting ewo koforia sene canon. Na nyawo no mo paye nyina se Ghana for ebenya akwanya ebusa omunsem a fa E-Levy no ho
okay
na ya kyekye mu no obi ate ase na E-Levy no eba ankoye se we etimi we waka me because E-Levy the normal papa afi atwa mu the Boston Red Crapple ba parliament to our house I say am fight na ebi enyan but ya fi nyina resolve say yeah, must have no man and Kosubi.
Okay.
Interbehin say we will expand and a big consultative activities in them. Now stakeholders of Muniano. Yetimini Omunina Yano Babaye. Na yetimati near Bayan says, E-Levy nebano, any other money.
Okay.
A idea Baba Bois Ghana. A conkain, a idea of Magana, Futusem, and Sikasem, a cosro. I did a Ghana, digitization, Mabunu, my year, a quine, one of my Brina, a conkain, and you did E-Levy neighbor. Now he living just say, Baba Bogana, po.
Okay.
And I said, Biaba say, Bibia. It's the see what Koforiano, and no, Mr. Speaker.
Okay. But as well, now the point is that I didn't see a buyer at the time, finance minister read budget somewhere in November, and a proposal a buyer. I didn't see a buyer train man to qua mean TSA, ya bet TSA. It almost looks as if say we are at the verge of crashing because of E-Levy. Now and then a buyer take his chances as so true.
Munia, you did kind. I buy extensive consultation and another basic engagement.
Okay.
Time of the problem is Yeshia Ekwoku into social AGI. AGI is the Ghana Association of Ghana Industries. No, over dreams say which ya if as a good which will be a make a damn here. And I'm in good for crab as a budget crampono than consult home. And so now Yeshia AGI for Amaya ya bye and something the much more Matias say and don't be all cry or more much as a babwa. On mine.
Okay.
But now good for them warm. Enti Oshia a cool Tiasos, your friend, your chiamo, but serious about a friend. Now he tends to speak for all Tiasos. And you know, over say, oh, yes, yeah, everybody say, yes, yeah, GJ.
Okay.
GJ for their own views. But not maybe an NMC for you, sure, you know. But GGO views, because it's like the media, no, tends to overshadow everything.
Okay.
And you know, you come and work in your own views. So that is what happened. But there was a lot of engagement on the budget before your kind of budget, no. There's no budget type. You can't just say the key stakeholders to get their input and their side to enhance the budget no come out clear. We can't do that, and you will not get the best out of it. So there was, yes, a lot of engagement also. But probably maybe we assume say it couldn't go hard because we saying you know but it didn't also go down with some of them, and that is why you might think that there were not engagement, but also there were a lot of engagement to before the budget came out.
Oh, the very important thing, maybe I know this is here, but my main kind letter way surely. I don't know how authentic it is though. But a Ministry of Finance letterhead. So the Honorable Haruna Idrisu and one more address a letter you to request for a meeting. I bring you compliments of the new year from the Ministry of Finance. I wish to confirm our discussion yesterday for a meeting with the leadership of the National Democratic Congress in Parliament on Thursday, 27th January 2022 at exactly 9 o'clock a.m. The meeting will discuss, among others, development around the E-Levy and the way forward. Kindly accept my assurance of my highest consideration. And it was signed by Ken Oforiatta. It was copied to the Right Honorable Speaker of Parliament, the Right Honorable Parliamentary Affairs Minister, the Honorable Minister for Finance for State, and Nkaya Kekahonyina. Sa letter yako, and Rasankita Hodieko, so is it a true letter? And is just a propaganda too?
I mean, I've not seen the letter, so I can't authenticate it. However, we said previously, leadership. Any both leadership, minority and majority, here on several occasions.
Okay, about the E-Levy.
About the E-Levy. It will not be new. Even on our last sitting, I think we see Krapo na in semi background.
Yeah.
Na Honorable Minister Ekas open more time be able to engage
Kessben
the minority.
And
the minority for say there be engage on a numerous basis. So we should let the things work out. And see, it might not be said this is the first time they are going to talk about this E-Levy. But majority leader, who is the leader of business in the house and part of leadership, they've met the minority leadership on regular basis to discuss this, and they've had a lot of engagement on it way ahead before even we had some of the brows that came up. It
is among the minority this year, the leadership front. What is it? One more problem, pan and saying, still now. They are telling you one more one more country. So say, yeah, dear, E-Levy need on on Monday. One more have a town hall meeting and son of Mokoya Modinendra.
Mr. Speaker, I thought maybe I am a positioner. Because E-Levy is a good thing. E-Levy in a bar. Put and eba. E-Levy no eba. Mebuno monam kwa 7 previous na. Omuntimi enwura bank bia enkoje sika kakra enfan empeja no. E-Levy ba o se wo bra. Ukasika kakra unya no bra. Ne enfan moa. Obeya wo own boss. 7 previous yan kofo die efijasi ekwan ba gbepa no mo ye ho. E-Levy ba. Ekwan ba ko bia na akoye akwadum akofa Ghana so kwan nya ometima ye nyina aman. E-Levy ebe ya nansen ya reboni eba ya anka na anu bi na ya kan na hyedem se so ye bibia krampo a ye se ye computer ne ho no E-Levy ebe be hanse se ye nkwala me kokobia supra akwala na oti RC na ohun computer da no E-Levy ba be peja digitization ni mu ama sa akwala no etime hu se betime zoom we betime se betime teams Microsoft Teams and ebe use normal bia betime ahwe Mr. Speaker am tie supra me here say me ban cry na ma ba gina se that house as ma ba hwe no.
Yeah.
So what do they have to do? They need to do everything to stop it. Me we tie kroma ana NHI ba then I anti National Health Insurance, National Health Insurance, but Obia just to the national insurance.
Yes, but I don't know who the basis for the argument. Back then, no more absolute majority. And you know those policies no me pass here. But now no we have a hang parliament.
So you imagine
no equal.
Imagine say you are absolute majority. So they fight us. So they fought us for bringing something that was good, something that is helping a lot of people now. Now they say they'll fight you more. They will fight you more. Many numbers no crown puno. What the idea number no inside the papa crowd because of what position. Yam pene. I didn't leap people. Yam pene. That's another leap. I'm opinion that I will try. Or do be free. You know more must be a buy. Ever say the dia dance about leap send abuano. And you know, you shouldn't be surprised about the attitude and the stance of the opposition now. Because they feel that that's what they are doing. However, what matters is how the E-Levy know about Ghana you know. Because I'm in previous E-Levy about Momo how many chamu pa me me chamu pa and a pebia so seneko
member of parliament I was with you
what's there it's Momo pa and just say because pe ku mi ntua bi and just say Mr. Speaker I was ntua bi
yes.
Then and you see the important thing is Mr. Speaker we share on my
yeah
Kessben anymore parliament ni meet you know yes abaya to tax him near till we don't see can buy near till and so we very good businesses on the phone
yeah
amount for your chairman for salaries through phones amount your tax. We are not saying say ya jobeska but kakra obia benya ne da bo man no ene ye hwe ena to bia ne ye kan ye say tax no repetitive wo tua na memetua and so that's not what it is
chemu maye it is saying
minia me no wo hey na Mr. Speaker friends minia pause they say me am sorry to pay crap him say one or two bia banti man ko Kessben they so to me father Kessben because em kokofodua acquire one or two moves be and system no nyanti send me bibi kakra na me fa nko me send me nya kakra me send is kanu me tua me E-Levy no
yeah
me nya ko ni sika no odem so
on tua
200 me the man on the coin and so Minia, Mr. Speaker, Scarmedin in some no. Oh, who's say my bema?
Yeah.
The other seven. Oh, who's say na oba. Quite say, a friend is at the chim honum baby no. Now we so get bo honum our friend. Ain't you know, I was say, Muslim short or no out. And you decided to send money to that your friend.
Yeah.
It was your money. It was no more Twum Barima's money. Connect a free maintain. About the chain. So it was your transaction. Me transaction no metia. But one transaction and a so you did your transaction and you pay your money. And to me now say this kind of man no. Ono on chia E-Levy wa ko ni sika.
So one also decided so best send the
it is her money.
Okay.
It will also I want a transaction on so babaye. There's no repetitive I say yeah. Ye tuawa you better pay na to senate na to nyina meba and so come for pompa
obetua tax
so tia tax ho no because Kessben don this kind of amount.
The more reason why NDC for na case more the pressure and the burden and the beto Ghana for because example here our society you use no as a basis yetua me salary maje be 1,000 cedis yetua income tax and bibia wo so me jisika na me drive here me to fuel me tua fuel no taxes daso nyina then yes still me san so kosa me ko sende kakra e de akoma makokra eno no nso na mako no matua so it becomes baby abefa bia no asaban no eje with tax
because
the cry of the people no
because you see we share the mobile money sector now
yes
it has grown over the years and it's an industrial amount for a user people are using for business where we share online transactions the cost I mean now they say to me say na to be online so what I say
yes
we see how you a banker how you ATM abai into however if you want to use the Momo which is a mobile money service, and also yet a different financial base there, you need to pay for that services.
Until the assertion and it's another impression and say, why don't you tax and crowfor a mobile money no a business? Because it's a candidate so but sick me about says he can't so now what the transactive business are the assumption no and it's when your profit it was so but me a cry me I may send their mobi. Na me dia so
use service no.
Yes, me use service.
So use service na wo kan no.
Network na te be that.
Network go mo mati ase class of mo to mo dey so. We use momo service no. So what I say?
Yes.
It's the momo service, it's the platform. The mobile money platform no. And nti me tie say me say no, me sika no me so no pe bia na drive akodoma. E di sika ko mo answer ma ba. Abanti honum na sanopambe metima drive say 8 hours. Akodoma dey say about for 2,000 3,000 ko one month for mo ba. Wow jejeje. But you see for me the exciting part of it say Mr. Speaker, we share over 30 million people.
Yeah.
Na nipa better 2 million, little over 2 million penna it's your tax. Emo minor.
I don't need the answer me.
Ain't you know 7 periasa. Mimi na woton ade kakra na ana wo one or two. So once you check kakra, it makes you who feel a part. You make part. They make us say sometimes I will criticize you obia. Now you've not been part of the process of what the person has done. Now criticize here. Yeah, I want to be criticizing the fool. But the one for say, I mean, because any mumu. Yeah, tell me. What's the requirement? A crowd and a crying. You have the right. You are excited as a Ghanaian
to question government.
To question that. And also, for some of people like us that are working, we will have a little bit of respite because the tax net will be widened. I buy a tour, I buy a car a day. Many in kakra no 50 kwame kuma time baby say and also so better kakra if you benyesika na no na ma be can same be
yeah
I'm for many course say na say na osha LGBT some buy gidi LGBT e buy I'm for the western world so when na drum pempen so bi na say corner ya ka say okay mo say mo pay LGBT until loan cry am fa mamoa then you be.
As I say, the idea to Sika,
exactly. Now, man, so much because a man will do something. You be mobilize it, be kakra, and so you always need some support from somewhere to complement what you have. So all these comes up for us. We need to support this fantastic policy, E-Levy.
Now, the areas Ghana for you worried. Before I will be many Dr. Kofi Edo Ekasai, already a very important point. Say abibia abebiano, it's lazy. Abibia abebia yakwadifo or pay the cheap way or the budget generator. For instance, the two fool also are utofu na yate. Now Monsoma realizes mobile money no be aye. And so more the so quickly na buy business sika worried. What about the other avenues? The other taxes are your one branded da. So Dr. Kofi Edo cited the issue of rent tax. I was a fear to property tax. I was a developing mechanism to be able to collect those revenues. Sending in to me bar a bank can even reduce the E-Levy percentage from 1.75 to about 1%. What do you make of that assertion?
Mr. Speaker, in those days, nanka yeko efijasia ubejina ebiajina atechema na adwoswa ona kowanim kakra obehun traffic light akopɛ kofodia opa ho a ba sese no odi google map man no okay. What am I trying to say? What we are trying to do is E-Levy it has come to enhance these institutions to be able to locate such houses, because digitalization is the only way that can make us be able to capture every house. Because they say you can't say you capture every house in circle offices you will not be able to capture everything. But when you're able to come up with a proper system, which of course, Dr. Wumia, or GPS address, it is to enhance these institutions such a way as I say, Kessben, maybe I want to wait to me the way I say property rate, which okay, and now say rent if you don't know but you rent. So it is all in line with what we are doing. We are not doing anything separate.
Okay.
And important. Say every district, every assembly. Maybe we say me DC. We are trying to work out how we'll be able to map out all the houses, all the businesses for us to ensure say property rates and rent taxes.
But then let me freeze up by a with the introduction of Ghana Post Address.
But that's
the GPS.
They are still working. It's still in progress.
Okay.
It's still in progress. I'm sure they will complete so that they can identify every house in this country and be able to tax you appropriately and accordingly. And part of digitization, expanded digitization, it's part of our E-Levy.
Okay.
Everyone Hana Moka, I mean, for Bakubin also say, or we are monk yes, Yana, Auditor General.
Yeah.
Now the Webiaba say report so
12 billion Ghana cedis. 2020 the Nkwano no.
Mr. Speaker.
12 billion year 2020.
Mr. Speaker.
Yes.
Yet studio ha. You say microphone 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, how they count one? I'm sure they count on F5. Into your band you say 2 are saying.
Yeah.
Into your 3. Ana year be budget biano. Ana management CEO. You talk microphones 2 and count. But manager boss you don't know who say generator say power so call off. I was say the manager sat down say Sikaru kwano mi same sesiano. For microphones. Now already more microphones 3. I met him that juma. However, some more microphones 3 now. Generator ni ho, power ni ho. Even says can microphones what do we use?
Yeah.
Or say my main cut power. Now mean to be found power 3 no. Now how we can sort out the other 2. Is it money that has been stolen?
And then you misapplication.
Good. Ain't it
funds?
Good.
What do you call the for?
Fantastic. Ain't it a local auditor general report ma?
Yes, but even with that, auditor general no sanction what show MR report no the recommendation no what show say management should take steps, or probably the chief director should take steps
to reverse
those.
And that money, sometimes if it's reversed in the system, we are a country. If they be they say friend is a Kessben for, manage okay, and I'm saying next time you say now you provide scanning the total now. If they country will say. Oh, you're told too much a full set of microphones.
Yes, but I don't know that reflecting in the preceding report.
Exactly. And you want somebody who, if you want to see her, sometimes that's how you have to do it. But your case can say corruption. And yes, can be corruption, sir. And it is sometimes, and you say no, we need to interrogate it well. Because maybe about the course, maybe about my district. Now your crew will hold and say attack room.
Yeah.
Attack room your crowd 2 coins and walk on. No money issue. No, the common fan aba. Say me fan health we say na make us abi. Now obi ni so we say me fan go sit down na be take you sit down. No me ti yen ko tu so no ma attack room for no answer. Na ya bedwen the friend is saying say dan say una o so ba enye. Sometimes we need to look at the situation before we come. It's not say we are deliberately decide so be a buying because of uncle follow up those monies.
But honorable Twum Barima, the question is that whether misapplication, whether misappropriation or embezzlement, send the panel a yesikado crano, ninjinano esame up to that figure. Now the simple thing is that minority ne catchem say mundi says sikadechi. So mundi says sikadechi 12 billion is far more. Almost double of 6.9 billion now. E-Levy. I don't make a choice. Say, budget in your next week, Uber budget for in your next budget so that you're able to recoup that money because and couple so in this year and I wouldn't in this year now we are in earlier no. Okay. Yeah, so in next year. So you will see those money. So you cannot get those monies now. That's why E-Levy comes in to supplement all these things. Because once you chase after them,
chase after say Rose, Rose na what constraints, can you let me buy a 2 they say, yeah, chase here no be can yeah, 3 and 4.
Okay.
Because school there, no not the see 6 block. but I will say buy no to be chasing and can one E-Levy so and
the car no
first one comes from $400,000 Ghana cedi as a loan but once we can so that be increase no Yema maybe be 500,000 and find yourself in one person. That is what we need to appreciate the fact say the NPP has a solid economic ground before E-Levy. And more behind this E-Levy no and the Ghana Agabana survive it. Agenda 111 is already ongoing, Health Rose is already ongoing, Free SHS is already ongoing, and NAPCO is already ongoing. However, we need to lift all those up to a certain level.
Okay. Now, Dumsio Kakrama na main kind messages in Libya abana a lot of messages in my inbox. I don't know honorable. I'm E-Levy assembly okoboso anu abread of
we na go
and the honorable Twum Barima Doma East NPP Mrashebeje ni ada of minute din come on. We say good morning Mr. Speaker, fantastic analysis on E-Levy by your guest. Your show is loud with the sports team. Okay, God bless you. We are grateful. Madam was here. Also, the government needs to review the E-Levy policy from 1.7%, 75% to 1%. With all due respect, the government needs to know that with the 1.75%, it will collapse we the Momo agent that we are working to also feed our family. We are dependent on that job, and government must make every effort to protect it. Asante Akem and Bob Lincoln Odiwe every a buy. Okay. But that's a new message, you know. Let me do this one. Was Mr. Speaker, Ghana is the first country in the world to impose E-Levy on its citizens under the NPP regime. Kwamina acidity ewo ahafwachinsia and with the way by Kwamina, Ghana will not be the first country. Countries need be Uganda and the others. You know, I implemented that. We say good morning, Mr. Speaker. I'm John from Akosombo. Please, I work in an institution which at the end of the month pays me 600 Ghana cedis to the bank. How does this E-Levy going to work? How is it going to work? Okay, that is your question. Or say I will not pay this E-Levy. Saviola from a year Awaso and would be free at the buyer. Savio, be a responsible and a good citizen. Na yenina no yenko yenim. Eti E-Levy ni dia. Amuchum. Yes, this is the E-Levy. But the big question is that majority, let's come back to the chamber because me Brenna can issue.
Okay.
This week, who E-Levy no order paper. So majority leader explain is because of minister asked for further consultation in terms of time and duration. As some yes said Juma no answer. And probably next week, you be who say a part of the business of the day. Now minority not taking a particular stand. What is the way forward? The strategy for government and the majority going into the chamber next week.
Mr. Speaker, mame minya no school
student
school for no mesre no. So no you this kind of brand ko yi a.
Okay.
Onti ahwe.
All right.
To wo fie na wa frɛ maami papa na wa frɛ honorable bi honorable. Me ho kyerɛ me fa me 200 brand na me to be in front of him. So ko yi a he should be rest assured on that one.
Okay.
Me na bi so say oyeduma you 600 or banker. You choose to banker mo nim.
But Momo ni bebem at the time if your person transfer from bank
good to the Momo account.
Okay. And it is say it means so say banks now design mobile apps what transfer from mobile money app they call wallet.
You see what on the catching them. They realized that there was some space in there for them.
Yes.
Because mom charge you.
Maybe they may tell you super as some person has a million.
And they say you so. But not even from your account to account, won't you?
Okay.
From your account to account, won't you?
From Momo to bank account.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. It's a no share and you sir. It's a cost now you so. Yes.
Already now guys have a problem with me telco no enemy bank.
And then the telco
in November me send this scam will be one more Africa no. At the time up to now, one more reverse scam. And some me the one court.
Na hunya. Na say my system no so ye test system no. You don't know what to mean a good compensation no kind of. Morrison said, Morrison, yeah, ma, me so back comedy supra, Cheremensu, back subin chroma, yeah, ma, no more to one. Mena na supra hene, and it's a dom, me say no musica, 7 prediasa, Omono, Omunchi. Okay. Mena na Sueji, and Nana Samoa, or 2 in a bar, Twum Barima swan kakra, until on that be, or Virgin Sicapa Pepe, into a man worry. No so dear, ye discuss so ba na me mechiano near ye rose na ombenya rose ni bi ayusu ensu pan omenya nyina bi ayusu ba na odi twa so no minority
abuso munye ntumo
you see think to American say don't forget say even when they were more minority many numbers crampon they will post every good thing that was coming even though now we are all enjoying from it. I'm not saying they are against the development of this country, not at all. But they are also playing a role as an opposition. Because E-Levy, it is a game changer for Ghanaians. Okay. The young gentleman now be school now onye Jumayeno. What brilliant ideas can now do his own work, be his own boss. And if this is going on, who is coming to change the government? So why would they allow themselves to change it from? So sometimes I will not falter them, but we will play with them to appreciate what Ghanaians give them to the mandate Ghanaians give them as members of parliament to seek their welfare. Okay. And seeking the Ghanaian welfare, it is important to appreciate the fact that development is key for them. So anything that will come in their way of development, not will hinder. You are just worrying, trying to obstruct the idea of that Minyana or Zabzugu Tatalino, but not because of say NPP. So young man nanka yakoye onyeskanka kra anko duma anko shabata business ko be no for no enye secretary sa akora no na minority no ha no enye Twum Barima and at NPP government. So they need to think of that larger picture. But I'm also confident. And one of the MPs said Anna workers we do not have a problem with E-Levy, but the only problem is that the accountability of it say 6.9 billion Ghana cedis. It was 275 members of parliament say I buy air betray say okay Muslim de be ya kwanya MPP no constituency some boa me edi sika na say na abenya de akokrom ne de akoyiwa kwanya Babza speaker if that's what you want you pass us okay you are the house you are parliament bring the minister back say you pass bill way you break down but my formula would they ebe to say I na call rules I na call you start I na call digitization. You need to come. You don't need to block it to get that. You can call the minister into the chamber and for him to come up. The about tax and say, give us the breakdown. So why don't we have to? Why won't you allow us to cross the bridge and then we look at what the implementation is? Happen about preventing. And you see, yeah, pay one seventeen. You see, GI for.
Yes, but platform then now
they are working hand in hand with the telcos to ensure say this is done smoothly.
A third party company.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Okay, the very final one now me is horrible. The idea and it's a road tolls it was given us somewhere around 60 billion.
Yes.
But I know they are bigger than the E-Levy the Bema. It didn't collapse road toll.
Oh. No, but we have road tour now. Year one, the wafa motorway and saying
yes,
so smooth. You know it.
I know, but that's why there's still traffic.
No, because traffic and yet toll booth in my traffic. But one of the key things important is even with the environment.
Yeah,
we share informa. You breathing one of the survey be around toll booth area. Respiratory diseases were high.
Okay.
Because of the fumes,
the traffic,
and all that. And if it was killing people. So if we can only juxtapose it, maybe after another survey is done and we know the numbers have gone. But Rotono, really and truly, was around 60 million and all that. 78 million or whatever. It's not that much. It can't be 66 billion.
I see.
So as I say, it's I am your friend is saying happy. Say we were able to make way for flow of traffic so that the easement of jobs by people can be established. I mean, it's better now.
Okay.
Compared to so as I said,
well, maybe I don't know what to be a zero.
Airport residential.
But
like let's finalize and say Ghana should know that it is the good of Ghana for us to put everything into perspective.
Okay.
Every citizen's responsibility to help grow our country. Yes, people are coming up with we say a teso, we say and that is what is happening now.
Okay.
Yet and one-on-one with Mr. Speaker because we want people to understand and bring if you have questions, but you must be proud as a Ghanaian. Say me try one city Emma buying, so I should be able to question buying every single activity here.
Okay,
you should be proud of that.
Honorable Twum Barima, Manu Nawase, na yen fancy. The Honorable Twum Barima, a member of Parliament, NPP, Mrashibi Jani, and the good people of Doma East, na Daroma, and I no pay the buying koye ewo koforidiano. Wama yati de nyina no ase. It's over to you. Na afi E-Levy no abai to me pass here. Na ye nyina na yahwe na ye ho ba bia be kwa kose.